Folks, we have a real treat for you at the desk here beside me. Quinn Ritzdorf, our local government reporter here. Thanks for coming on, getting up early this morning. Reason why? Too early? Too early. It is, but it's going to be a nice day out there today. Quinn's going to be going over to the State of the City address, Mayor Bill McMurray's last address here. Tell us kind of what you're thinking. What do you kind of expect?
Well, it's interesting because last year's State of the City was all online. It was over Facebook Live. Sure. So it's nice that now it's in person, and of course for his last one, I bet McMurray's happy about that. It is interesting. I mean, there's been a lot of challenges this past year, 2 years with the pandemic. They've had, some tough times, yet when you look at the last year, the council really has accomplished a lot. Sure. You have the parks tax that was passed this year, the bonds to bridges programs, all those bridges have begun construction this year, which is huge. $39 million of ARPA funds. I mean, that's something the city has never seen before. So a lot of interesting things happening, and I think obviously he's going to touch on a lot of that as he finishes his term here. Yeah,
because I mean, obviously the biggest thing that comes out in the past 4 years, pandemic. Yeah. But also, I mean, besides what you mentioned, Black Snake Creek, that was a huge project that was completed during his administration or the city council's term. I mean, but I think that's always what it's going to be, probably looks back on anybody that served in public high office, pandemic. It's just the first thing,
Yeah. Well, and you bring up an interesting point, like even though he's going to be focusing on this year and the State of the City address this year, given it's his last State of the City address, he'll make sure to include other things in the past 4 years that he's proud of too.
Yeah, probably I think one of my favorite fondest memories, probably either taking the pie to the face, or there's a person that did a story on him playing the organ. Yeah. That might have been Clayton, or did you do that story?
Yeah, that was mine. That was
your story. Yeah. I love that story because it was so unusual. It's behind the scenes little kind of view. The only thing I wanted to see was him with like the Ray Charles type sunglasses.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, pretty cool stuff. He is a multifaceted person. Obviously, public administrator before too. He's served for quite a while here. Anything else you think we need to kind of know about with this? Because it's not going to actually be on City Hall's property.
Yeah. So it's at Stony Creek Hotel on Woodbine Road. Starts at 7:30. It does cost, I think it's like $10, $15 to get in, but breakfast is included. The City of St. Joseph will also be streaming it on their Facebook or website if you don't want to pay to get in. So you can see it that way too. But of course, I'll have more tonight. I'll be going there right now, right after this, to cover it. So
yeah, of course. That's one of the reasons why we have such a great local government report here on the evening shows, is because Quinn's always diligent about getting over there. We thank you for covering this, coming on early, plugging it. Thank you. And if you can, tell Mayor Bill McMurray we appreciate all he's done in the past time. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Quinn. Let's get back to the next story, which actually concerns Hawaii, somewhere that Quinn and I might go someday if we ever get a vacation. High energy waves causing